Good morning, everyone. Uh, Good morning to all my friends on the dais. Monica, the lead organizer for today's program, and always you know, she has a very smiling face always. So, first of all, Mr. Yogesh Mandhani, Mr. Jagjit Singh, and all my colleagues on the dais, and I am Sanjay Goel from JSW Steel. As previous 2-3 speakers have mentioned, I am with JSW Steel since last 37 years almost. I started my career as a trainee engineer in JSW Steel way back in 1989. And all and all, I am a downstream man. I put up many galvanizing, color-coated line, lot of projects, lot of cold rolling mill, PLTCM, and I was heading 3-4 plants of downstream, then moved to corporate office, and now I am head of entire steel vertical of GSW for supply chain, customer service, entire planning of the entire 34.5 million ton we have in India. I think most of the people who are here attending conference are some way associated with us, whether as a customer, as a partner in terms of servicing, or few of us are competitor to us in terms of selling steel. So today's topic I think is very relevant. As GSW, briefly I just tell you, we are doing almost 34.5 million ton with our new blast furnace is now fully commissioned in our Vijayanagar unit. And out of this 34, we are roughly doing 25 million ton flats and rest is long products. And in 25-26 million ton of flats, we are doing almost 12 million ton of downstream product which is CR and galvanizing and color coating. And all of you know we are the largest steel producer in country, and every month we are selling almost 2.7 to 2.8 million ton of steel. So out of this, because coming to the context of today's meeting or today's conference, out of this downstream we are, I can say 12 to 13 million ton of steel we are supplying in process form, where you can say whether it is cutting, slitting, all those things we are doing, blanking, whatever. And my association with this steel service center or service center business is right from the, say, my initial part of my career way back in 1991. Because I started my career in Vasin unit, which is the only unit that time for JSW, and it was producing the CRCA material for automobiles from 1991 onwards. We used to supply lot of material to Mahindra, lot of material to Bajaj Auto, and we used to have a small service center in-house. I remember one of the oldest service center, if I remember, in India was in Faridabad. That was called Allied Cutter, or one Puja Cutter was there. And I used to visit because we used to supply material to Kelvinator, to Whirlpool, and many other small customers there. Similarly, so that is the initial part, and I think then we have a service center from Mahindra. They have a service center in Mahindra Kahani, where we have a tie-up for supplying to a lot of material in Pune area. So this service center, business in India has grown a lot along with the industry. And Mr. Jagjit Singh was mentioning there are few models of service centers, they are prevalent in India. Especially because time is less, and already few of my earlier speakers, they have spoken few things, so I will not leave these topics. And one of the few things what we have in India, most of the steel mills, they have their part of their processing capacity they have in-house, whether JSW or Tata or other mills, whether AMNS also. And part of their processing, like Tata have TSDPL, we have JSW MI, and all other mills, they have their own, joint ventures or subsidiaries. We are processing the steel. And third is, we have tie-up with the standalone service centers and third-party service centers. And now, in recent years, in last few years, you must have seen, because now almost we are producing this year, I think Indian steel consumption will be close to 160 or 157 million ton. And we are seeing a growth of 7 to 8% every year. And in last few years, you must have seen lot of good service centers, lot of, very high-end service centers, steel processing centers have come up in India, especially the demand of auto, appliance, and all the sectors where quality of finishing or quality of processing needs very high level of, accuracy. You need a very high accuracy of shape. So new centers, new service centers are coming, especially like in Sri City, where it is a, hub for appliance, and appliance need a very good quality of service centers of process of steel, because color coated material, which is already a very value added product, almost like the highest value added product in the supply chain of the steel. So processing needs to be very good, losses should be very, rejections should be very low. So now all these service centers, they have come, and many people, they are coming up with these service centers. But important things, some of the challenges, what Mr. Singh was telling, because I am associated many of the service centers people, they come to me and ask me, sir, we want to put service centers, what kind of machines we should put, what kind of equipment we should put, where we should put. So I will touch upon briefly on that subject, because this is very critical, especially for the people, those who wants to put service center or especially standalone service centers. Important is when we, put a service center, we should first see in what area, what location, where it is close to the mill or it is close to the market. That is, I think, point number one. We have to select the geography very critically. And then I think the selection of equipment and what kind of, product we want to service, what kind of, end customers we want to service from the service center, that is very, very critical. Because some of the people I have met, I know my colleagues and my friends in the circle, they have put a service centers, they have put a very, high-end service centers, and now after a lot of investment, the returns are not matching to the investment. And it is mainly because we could not identify the market, we could not identify the correct partners. So that is very important. When you put up an investment, maybe in a good service center, you need almost more than 100 crore rupees investment as on, if you want to service the good quality of material. And important is, my request to all the people, those who want to put this kind of service center, they should first tie up with some, say, kind of mill, say like JSW or Tata or AMNS. So I think at least they should cover their fixed cost or some part of the cost, which can make them sustainable for their business. So that is one thing I tell all of my colleagues, those who want to go into this business. Because this is one challenge, and but if we do a correct plan, we identify correct partners, I think this can make a big business sense. And India needs very good service centers going forward, because this is, if we grow by the 8-9%, especially in the value added segments like auto, appliance, another segment, pipe and tube, which is coming up in a big way. Another area is structural steel, where one is plated beams, other is now lot of rolled beams is coming. So that is another area. and tubes, pipe and tubes, cut and bends, where Tata is way ahead from others. That is another area where, in my view, lot of growth will come in the coming years. We require lot of units which can provide good quality of cut and bend, good quality of mesh, so that they can support rapid growth of infrastructure, especially in the metro cities and tier 2 cities, because their labor is less, manpower availability is very low, space is low, and cut and bend mesh can provide a very faster solution and very good solutions in terms of efficiency of the construction, quality of construction, and steel construction, steel uses. So these are the areas where I think growth of service center will come, and as we go along, lot many service centers and lot many such collaboration will happen. We at JSW have so many partners in terms of, like electric steel, where lot of new capacities are coming in India. And again, that product need 100% electrical steel need processing. They need very accurate processing. So you have to have very good processing center. Like in our plant at Vijayanagar, which is almost now 18 million ton steel plant. And every day we move almost 50,000 ton material out of that unit, and almost 150,000 ton raw material inside the plant every day. It is not possible to, handle these small SKUs, small quantities. Our aim is we produce mother coil, we produce bigger coils, we take it to the big service centers, processing centers, and then service to the smaller customers, because all these automobiles, appliance, all these customers, they have so many SKUs, their schedules are very stringent, they require the material whatever they want today. This cannot be serviced from a big steel plant. This has to be serviced through the service center and process centers. And this has to be close to the mills, close to the market. And you should have, very robust supply chain. I handle the entire, supply chain of almost 26 lakh ton, 2.6 million ton every month, which require in a day, almost last week of the month, we, deliver almost 120 to 130,000 ton material to the customer in a single day. My last week's sales come close to 7 to 8 lakh ton in last 3 or 4 days. So this is the kind of volume you need to supply to the customer, you need to service to the customer. So you should have a very robust supply chain, your logistics, and that is connected with all these, value added service centers and process centers. So this is a very, challenging part, very important aspect of steel business going forward. And I think today's conference will have a lot of deliberation, discussions, how we can improve, how we can make this service center business profitable. Because that is very important. Sustainable model for any business is the key. Because in India, most of our distributors, and some of them are here, they, in a way, they have a small service center of their own. Most of the big distributors, they are either they have a HRCTL, they have a slitting lines, or some of them have, other small profiling lines. So all the distributors in India, they have their own mini service centers or part of the service centers. So that is very, very important. And I hope with the experience on the dais and all the people sitting in the hall, they will have a very interesting day, very, knowledge exchange will be there. And I think during the day we will interact, we will do a lot of interaction with each other. And thanks to Monica, who always provides such a good platform to meet people, to interact people. Thank you and all the best.